Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Sino. I post videos of me playing on my Minecraft survival world sometimes, and yeah, hopefully you enjoy this episode. Maybe get a nice snack, maybe a hot or cold beverage. As you can tell, I'm in the tavern right now, over here with Bill. And for those of you that are new, welcome to the channel. Excuse all this copper, guys. I'm pretty sure the space between these copper blocks have to be a bit larger for it to oxidize faster, because it has been a while and literally only one copper block has oxidized, and I have double checked. Like, it is genuine, it's not waxed. It is just taking forever. In today's episode, I'm planning to expand out the city a little bit more. As you can tell, we're 2 episodes away from the world tour. It's been 6 years in the making, and it's a crazy milestone to hit, specifically for this series, hitting the 50th episode. So before the 50th episode, I feel like I just gotta finish up a bit of like the odd ends and just polish up stuff before, I tour through this entire world with you guys. Which is gonna be very fun. I want to make sure it's like a very cinematic video, and yeah, it's probably gonna be a very long video as well. But in today's episode, I want to build more buildings. I really want to add a bit more life to this side. I want to start with a building over here. I'm going for a Japanese style. What a surprise, guys. I feel like Japanese style is just a bit meta. Back in the early days of Minecraft, medieval used to be a very meta build style. I feel like it shifted now more towards like a lot of people are building more gothic. A lot of people are building more gothic styles, like Dark Souls or Elden Ring kind of style on architecture, or maybe even Japanese. It seems like a lot of the styles are going oriental. But yeah, I'm gonna do like a bit of a Japanese house here. I have a reference image that I'm gonna use for it, and yeah, let's get to building it. I need a lot of copper, and I can't wait for all of these copper blocks to oxidize, so I am going to take a trip to another place to mine some copper blocks. I've been mining a lot in the copper mine in Pine Rust, and I realized, man, just going into an old, trial chamber, mining out all of these blocks is actually super efficient. I just thought, okay, I'm not going to do this often, but I just thought there was there's a thunderstorm happening right now. There was a nearby trial chamber. This was like the first one I raided ever. So I just thought, okay, I don't care much about this one, so I'm just gonna loot all of these oxidized copper blocks and yeah, use it for today's build. Quite convenient. Look at all this copper right here. So after that short mining trip in the trial chamber, I have gotten almost 13 stacks of waxed oxidized copper, which is nice. Then also waxed oxidized cut copper. A little bit of grates, some chiseled tough, and some tough bricks. That's about it. But I'm gonna need another block, which is very tedious to get. And fortunately, it's only a little amount. That block will be dark prismarine. And yes, I'm gonna have to go to a guardian temple. I haven't been to a guardian temple in so long. I'm gonna have to get back to my base and just get some preparations for, you know, raiding the guardian temple. So I think I mined out all the dark prismarine. I think all the dark prismarine is mined out in this monument here. But I still need one thing here. Let's just place a door here. Look how convenient that is. Yeah, while I'm at it, let me just get all the sea lanterns. That's seriously gonna be nice for building. If I ever use the sea lanterns for building, that is. Man, who said these guardian temples were hard? It's so easy. Look at me just sweeping through this entire thing. Okay, now it's pitch black. Oh my days. This is scary. It's like my heart is in my throat right now. It's also very late at night when I'm doing this. So it's like... Oh, look how creepy this looks. You know what adds a bit more eeriness is that it's a very old structure. This is a perfect idea for a horror game, actually. Alright, so after that long, tedious detour, I found another Guardian Temple and I raided that. I couldn't completely raid it because I ran out of milk buckets because there was still Elder Guardians I gotta get rid of. Yeah, so this is everything I got. I got some prismarine bricks, I got a lot of sea lantern, a lot of calcite, dark prismarine, a stack and 44 dark prismarine. I think that's more than enough. Alright guys, so I've been stalling for long enough. Let's just get to building now. Okay guys, so after a long while, I have finally finished the build. Yeah, so I don't know what I'm gonna put inside here yet. Maybe a farm, who knows. But at the same time, I think there's a zombie spawner down here somewhere. So this could serve as an entrance to that. But yeah, look at this. What do you guys think of this building? It looks very nice. I added a metro sign here on the side because over the year there's going to be some sort of metro entrance, some entrance to like a metro that so you can like travel by minecart underground to different parts of the city a lot quicker instead of just running around and using your elytra. But that's coming in the future though. But yeah, look at this. I added some power lines here as well. I added a bin, of course. You know, we always need a bin. Look at this. It works. It's a functioning bin. I added some greenery over here, like as if it's like a little bit overgrown. Like I thought that this is just a nice little detail to add. And then also like you have to know what the time is. So then I added this. You know, it's the metro. You know, you want to know what the time is. So I think those two go hand in hand when you have to know times of departures and arrivals of trains and whatnot, you know. So yeah, just a little clock here is nice. I also just added, you know, a bit of a pathway that goes up over here. So this is still, you know, in development over here. There's going to be a building here and there. That's everything I've built so far. Let's continue. The next thing I'm going to be doing is just filling up these walls over here. And then I'm going to start with this building over here. There's going to be a building in this corner. So yeah, let's get to doing that. So I wasn't recording that entire bit, and I got to do it all over again. So as you guys can see, I've done this build over here. It looks very nice. Would you look? Oh, what you gonna do? What you gonna do with that dirt block? Will you kindly just place down the dirt block? Okay, I see your little tricks. Come on, you're not gonna get me that easily. Oh, let me just go into my inventory real quick. Let me just get my stuff. Let me just eat some golden carrots to get some saturation. You know, let me just walk up to you real quick. Wait. You attack when I tell you to. Alright? You know, speak when spoken to, right? Oh, you keep on trying, but you will fail. Oh my days, you keep on trying. Okay. Oh, you're a little bit angry. Are you angry now? Oh, look at you, little Enderman. Oh, you're so angry. Oh, I'm a little Enderman now. I'm so angry. He gave up. Dude, he's not even here anymore. You know, I used to get mad at Enderman. Look at me now. I rage bait them for a living. Alright, so I am in Pinehurst again, just to get a lot of like clay blocks, so I can make clay balls to make bricks, so that I can make some brick blocks. Let's let it cook up so long. Man, I really miss Pinehurst. But yeah, I'm glad I can visit it again, just, you know, to smelt up some stuff here. Now I'm just gonna have to wait for all these clay balls to smelt up and turn into bricks, so then I can make brick blocks and continue building. Alright guys, so after a few hours I have finally finished the rest of the build. Let's start out over here with this corner building I have made over here. So originally I built this building with the same palette, you know, the same tough brick palette at the bottom. Then I realized it looks too monotonous. Then I shifted the color from the bottom to something a bit brighter, like you guys see right here, diorite, and then it slowly blends into andesite, you know, to smoothen the transition between the tough bricks. And I have some little blotches of dripstone block surrounded by acacia logs just to transition the dripstone block to the tough brick. Other than that, oh man, I love the framing of these windows and the copper grates I used. I just love how that window looks. It looks so good. I like it a lot. And then we also have a tower up top there. I just thought, okay, there was an empty roof up there and I had to include something, and I think that tower really brings it together. Yeah, I just had to add that tower because it felt a bit empty. So yeah, when it comes to the interiors, yeah, we don't talk about it, guys. We don't talk about it. The next world tour video, which is going to be next year, trust me, there's going to be interiors. So yeah, this is the most recent build I did. It's still empty. It's still under development, but I thought this is a very nice design. So yeah, look at all of this we've built in this episode. Man, it's like I've come so far within one day. This is insane. I'm probably gonna have a few cigarettes before I go to bed. But one more thing. A little greenery goes a long way. Look at this. I built 2 trees here. I built 2 sin pines. And man, I think it brings it all together, I would say. If we go over here, look at that. I think, yeah, this spot needed a tree. It's nice because you can still see the windows and everything. And another thing is, I put some of that sea lanterns at the back. I put some sea lanterns at the back of those copper grates, so it's a bit of more of like a highlight, so it's glowing. Like walking out of the horse stables, then you just greeted with this beautiful sightline over here. I love it a lot. A member on my Discord also recommended I add parrots on the power lines, and I did that. That must have been one of the best ideas I've heard of in a while, because man, it adds so much ambience. You have a little bird here, you can hear it chirping, but of course we can't have a parrot on every single line. Parrots are not breedable, so that makes them a bit rarer. So I'm gonna have to go out to the jungle and tame a lot of parrots and bring them back. Every now and then I could add like a parrot on a power line somewhere. It just adds a lot more detail and I love it. It also fills up the mob cap, so hostile mobs are going to be less likely to spawn the more there are passive mobs and friendly mobs in the area. But yeah, guys, look at this. Oh, I love it. I love the sightline over here. At the start of the video I said I want to add more life to this side, and I think I achieved that. Look at this. It looks so good. I love it a lot. And also, you know, the bins are functional. There's so many bins around the place now, you know. There's a bin over here. There's a bin over here. And there's a bin over here. Look at that. There's a lot of details, a lot of nooks and crannies, and a lot of space to add ambience and life to the city. So it's not just a soulless city, a shell of a city, but also an interactable city. You can interact with the city. But interiors are still needed. I want to make sure in the next world tour video that I have interiors. Hope you guys like it. What do you guys think? Tell me in the comments, what do you guys think of this build? Yeah, this is just part of the progress of developing the city. A year from now, it could look completely different. It's going to look completely different a year from now. Look at all of this incomplete stuff behind me. It's gonna get filled up and completed next year, which I am quite excited for. Welcome to the commentary cut. This is a segment of the video where I read through comments from previous videos and I respond to them in this segment. First comment from Beagle Bagel. Your videos inspired me to continue my forever world after getting frustrated because it made me feel like I was in a limbo. I would long on for like 5 minutes and be like, there's nothing else to build and leave. Your video, Every Town Has a Story, opened my eyes because I was just placing, building, and not think of what it could be. Keep up the good work. You earned a sub from me. Thank you so much, Beagle Bagel. Yeah, I'm glad I could inspire you, man. I've also had that time or period where I logged on to the world and I just logged on and I just walked around and I just never got to building anything, and then I just logged back off again. If you're trying to get back into your groove of things, I recommend always starting out with a very small build, like a very small, intimate, like very quaint build, just to get the ball rolling. So yeah, man, I'm glad I could inspire you to keep going. So next comment we got from Computator. How does that Ender Pearl vending machine work? So he's talking about the ePearl vendors. These are vending machines I've built throughout the world at a lot of different key locations. It's genuinely just a vending machine that gives you Ender Pearls, which is quite convenient. I like using the Ender Pearls a lot because I can teleport to so many different places. This is the back room for the redstone of how the ePearl vendor works. The pressure plate goes on a block which activates this redstone that goes in here. Here's a comparator and then redstone around this comparator, and it goes here. So when, you know, this old contraption of the comparator, if this comparator gets powered, it constantly loops and then it rapid fires. Okay, let me show you. Let me just place like a button here. So if I power this, look at that. It rapid fires. I don't know how the redstone does that, but it rapid fires if you build it in this way. So yeah, then it rapid fires into this block, and this block is powered. Then that means it will power this dropper above this block. So anything around this block will get powered because the redstone goes into this block. This block contains the redstone power and it powers this dropper. And then I just have a ton of double chests just feeding into this single dropper. And yeah, that is how the ePearl vendor works. Alright, let's get to the next comment. From Rafa Play. Bro, I think this is the best survival building channel I've found on YouTube. In the next video, could you show some of the techniques you use in your builds to make them look good even without shaders? That's good. That's a good suggestion. A very simple trick is to add depth, add some block spaces, add some texturing. Shading is when you go from light to dark or dark to light. Texturing is when you add noise. All these different copper blocks, that is texturing. And that sugarcane, see the top part being darker and then it goes brighter, that is shading. So you gotta understand the difference between gradients, texturing, and ambient occlusion and shading. That will help out a lot. I don't know why, but a lot of people ask me, what shaders do I use? Guys, I don't use any shaders. It's genuinely just vanilla Minecraft. If you actually play with 25% brightness and not just full brightness, the game will look a lot better. Look here, it looks horrendously flat with full brightness. Lower that brightness down, guys. Lower it down to 25% or 30%. And then boom, you get shadows. There's shadows in your world again. So yeah, don't play on full brightness. Just avoid the full bright stuff, man, and just lower that brightness and it will already look a lot better. A final comment we got from Snowbee. How can you join the SMP? Snowbee is talking about the Sonopolis SMP. So about that, Sonopolis is a very nice SMP that we have been playing on for a while, me and the subscribers. It was like a nice, fun opportunity for me to, to collab with my subscribers and build stuff and make content on there. I thought having an SMP with subscribers being able to join is a very nice concept. And it was a lot of fun. But I've reached a point where it started to seep into my workflow and make me stagnate with the content. And my content on my YouTube channel didn't get my full attention. I constantly had to tend to the SMP, and it was taking a toll on me. I also have real life stuff to manage, and then also the SMP to manage, and then also my channel to manage, and then also video ideas to manage, and then also finances to manage. And then all of these things pile up and it becomes a lot. So I had a long conversation with the Gothic Guild, which is a group within Sonopolis that was formed within the Sonopolis SMP. I decided to close the SMP. It's not closed yet. It's still open. It's going to end on Sunday. The best send-off for this SMP would be to fight the Ender Dragon together, and that's what we're going to be doing. Comment down below and let me know if you guys want me to include that fight and just the farewell send-off of Sonopolis in my next video. But yeah, guys, that is all the comments for today. Hopefully you guys had some insight on, where my headspace is. Now, maybe you guys understand why I missed the day, because I always upload on Wednesday. That is my day. Wednesday evening, I always upload that day. But I could upload yesterday, but it wouldn't be as great as I wanted it to be. So that's why I delayed it by a day. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. This channel has my full attention now again, and I can start posting good videos again. See you guys in the next video.